Now this is where the magic happens. Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm in front of the Angler's Arms here. This is Lindholm Lakes, and I've been spending quite a bit of time here through the winter for a few different reasons. However, I want to use this video to explain to you exactly why I've been spending so much time here this winter. The rain has finally stopped. I've actually got 14 of our channel members that are here today fishing on a lake behind the Angler's Arms, and they're catching a few fish, even though it is rather chilly and it's been a little bit wet. But I just want to use this video to just give you an update about why I've been spending so much time here, what the major project is that I've been working on for this channel, which hopefully lots of you are going to enjoy. But I'm just going to find out what's been caught so far, because I've got two prizes up today. There are two mini tattle bundles of matrix and soda baits that I'm putting up for grabs. One for the biggest weight of fish and the other one for the biggest fish of the day. We've got, I think there's 14 here. They've all caught a few fish. It is a little bit wintry. There's lots of bomb and corn, method feeder fishing. It is very much winter. And whilst there is a bit of a sharp breeze hitting the water, like I say, it's great to see so many fish caught. So I'm just going to find out what's been caught, and then I'm going to head on over to show you the main reason for this upload. On peg 3 here, we've got Trevor. How many fish you got now, Trev? 6. You got a couple of big carp in there as well? Fantastic, mate. You might be winning this up to now. I'm just going to have a walk around and find out what's been caught. Trevor's on a bit of bomb and corn. He's been fishing towards that island there. We've got Tony Chandler, who's fishing behind that island over on the very well-known peg 12, which has been in form recently. Over there we've got Bernie. These lads along this bank have got the wind off the back. Bernie's not caught just yet, but next one along is Mark Deacon. He's fishing on peg 40 to the back of that island. He's had a few fish, and whilst they are all wrapped up, as you can see, it's nice to see a few fish have been caught. Well, I've got a couple of tattle bundles here that people are fishing for, and it looks like Tony might be winning both of those if he's admitting to £30, but there is still an hour left to go. So the first reason why I've spent so much time here this winter is purely because they've actually ran a couple of fantastic leagues here this winter. It's not the first time they've ran them. They've been running one on a Tuesday and one on a Saturday, and the key to those is that they are bomb and feeder only. So because I've been so busy working on particularly one main project here that I'm going to show you in a moment, it's just meant that prep time has been vastly reduced. When you only need one bomb rod, one method feeder rod, very limited number of hook lengths, it's meant that I haven't had to spend hours and hours at home preparing for these matches. The other reason why I've enjoyed the leagues as well is they're very well attended. I think there's 50 in one, 60 in the other. And the other thing as well is it's spread across 5 different lakes. I've never been one to focus on one fishery. That's my biggest problem as a match angler. You know, in order to succeed properly, you should really stick to 1 or 2 venues, shouldn't you? And I've done that here, but the difference here is that because those leagues are spread over 5 different lakes, you never know where you're going to draw until the morning. It's a complete random draw every time, and every lake is slightly different. Some are, you know, underarm casting, some are open water to 45-metre casts. There is a big variety. Some of them you're fishing for little F1s, some are carp. So I've really enjoyed the variety, and because you don't know what lake you're going to be on, I can forget about it through the week. I don't have to even think about how I'm going to approach it until I've drawn my peg and seen the peg, because every peg's slightly different. Now the other key reason why I spent so much time here is because of this. Here at Lindholm, they've got the Angler's Arms, which is an absolutely fantastic feature to the fishery. And obviously, when I've got Dad with me 24 hours a day, he can sit in here where it's lovely and warm. There's Leanne and Claire, give us a wave. It's lovely and warm in here. They've obviously got loads of facilities, food, drink, obviously toilets, and look, they've even got a lovely red hot fire burning there. It's lovely and warm in here. So that obviously through the winter has been a major perk to me being here this winter. Dad is with me 24 hours a day now, so I have to think about that, you know, and this is why, you know, I've had messages from people saying, why aren't you spending more time on natural venues this winter? And that's fine. I do still love that sort of fishing. I've got lots of that sort of fishing coming up. However, by their very nature, lots of those fisheries don't really have facilities like that on site, so it would mean Dad would literally be sat in a van, you know, and he can't even sit and watch me at this time of year, you know. He's just be sat in a van, and it's just not good, is it? So the only other option is either not go, or when I do go fishing at the moment, come to venues like this. However, the biggest project that I've worked on since starting my YouTube channel 10 years ago, it was my YouTube channel's 10th anniversary last week. Thank you to everybody who's supported my channel over and through those years, is because I've been working on a project here which has allowed me to launch my series of podcasts. And as you may have guessed already, my new podcast studio is right here at Lindholm Lakes. As you drive into the fishery here at Lindholm, this is the main road that comes in, and on your left hand side as you drive in is the exceptionally well known Bonsai Lake. There is a match on here today, and the situation of my brand new studio is there. It's the first building you see when you come in. Now this is very much a work in progress, but I wanted to share this with you because lots of you have followed my journey, and I want to share some of this with you. Even though it's not finished, it is operational. The key thing was to get things right on the inside. We've got some lovely frosted graphics on the windows there that Emily Mather, who's been helping me with this project and helping me filming over the last few weeks, that's got some branding on there. We've got a brand new sign that's coming this week, which is going to be just there. That's going to go on there for everyone to see, and underneath there's going to be another sign. And in order to give something back to lots of the viewers, I'm going to be running a monthly competition here where if you come to the fishery and have a selfie taken in front of this studio, if you just tag myself, the Catch Fishing channel, on Facebook and Lindholm the Fishery, each month I will be giving away a £50 tattle bundle for the best photo. Now one side of the studio is dedicated to the office. This is the old office space. It's going to echo like mad. And as you can see, I haven't done anything with this yet. I'm not quite sure how to use this space. I could use it as an office or maybe an editing suite. I'm not quite sure. Let me know in the comments what you think I could use this part of the studio for. And through there, the lights are out, so you can't quite make it out. But that is the main part of the studio. Now this is where the magic happens. There we go, Catch branded, well worn mat. First one's to wipe my boots on. Just pop that light on. There you go, there's your first look at the all new studio. Now lots of you will have seen my first ever podcast. That was with Tom Pickering. That's still right here on the Catch Fishing channel for you to watch, and the feedback on that has been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much to everyone for that. Just to give you a quick grand tour, this is not finished yet. I've still got things to do in here. I've got some things to go on the walls and various things that I will share with you throughout this journey, through the next few months, as I get this fully operational, so I can increase not only the volume of my content on this channel, but hopefully the quality as well. I've got additional light in there, as you can see, so that is for when I'm going to be doing other videos right here, which I'll explain to you about in a moment. Obviously we've got a heater there, which can make a big difference. We've got that background there. That's a nice branded wall there. Again, Emily did this bit for me. First go as well. So things like this are going to give me an alternative to different backgrounds. So I'm going to have another desk put just here where I can conduct a lot of my kind of riggy kind of videos where I'm showing you rigs, and I've got a new tank on its way that I can show you some of the ground bait videos that lots of you liked, like the buyer's guide, where I'm going to be mixing up different ground baits and having a look at how they're performing in the tanks. I can share rig things with you as well, and that's what I'll be doing from this spot just here. And I'm going to have several things on that wall as well, so I've got a variety of backgrounds as well. We've got the main refreshment station there, as you can see, and you're probably wondering why I need a dozen cups there and things like that. And that is because what a lot of people don't know is that the first ever podcast that we held with Tom Pickering, one of the things I wanted to do is, by having a studio here at the fishery, it's going to allow me to run events. Now, there are lots of things that we can do in fishing, you know, coaching days, just get-togethers with my members like I've got today. And one of the other things as well is I wanted to offer the chance for people to come and sit in a live audience and watch and listen to our podcasts. And that's what the seating behind me is for. For that first podcast with Tom Pickering, what a lot of people don't know is that there were actually 9 guests here, 9 of my channel members that were sat here in the audience. They all had breakfast with us over in the Anglers Arms. We had breakfast. They got a chance to meet Tom Pickering. We then came over here. We shot the first 45 minutes of the podcast. We then broke off for refreshments. And then we filmed the second 45 minutes, which completed the podcast. And then afterwards, they all got the opportunity to have 30 minutes Q&A with Tommy himself. And that's something that I've started doing with selected guests. The next one that is on is Alex Doherty, who's going to be telling us what it's like to run a fishery, a multi-million-pound fishery like what we've got here at Lindholm Lakes. Alex Doherty is also an England international, and our next podcast with him, with a live audience, is this Thursday at 9 o'clock. So we're all going to be going over there, and we all have breakfast together. They get a chance to meet Alex and myself, and then we come over here and they can sit in this audience and watch us film our next podcast from right here in the main studio. It's been a project that, you know, I've been wanting to do for years, and it's something that I really want to utilise in order to increase the amount of videos that I'm uploading to this channel, but I also want to diversify as well. We're also talking about having podcast sessions here in the morning through the summer, well, through spring and summer. Podcast session in the morning, break off for lunch, and then literally 15 metres out there is Bonsai Lake. We could then break off for lunch and then have some sort of 2 or 3 hours coaching out there, or a demonstration out there on the lake, and just have it as a one-day booking or one-day ticket if you wanted to join us. So there are lots of different options, lots of different things that we're going to be able to do with this studio, and over the next few weeks I'll be sharing with you how I'm going to be using it. There are lots of bits of equipment that I've been using, I've been testing, like the lighting that I've got here and things like that. If anyone's interested in the equipment that I've been using to produce these podcasts, and just generally the all the equipment, the techie stuff, even the tripods and stuff, it's all stuff that I have tried out on several different places over the last few weeks, and I'll put Amazon links underneath this video to these products for you. So if anyone's interested in setting anything like this up at home or whatever, or if you're thinking of putting a studio together, then I'll put links underneath this video to that for you. I'm going to give you a sneaky peek now to two things that are going to give you a hint about who or what our next podcast's guests are going to be. Obviously, hopefully you've seen the Tom Pickering one. We're giving away a signed copy of his book to the best comments underneath his podcast, suggesting the topics for the next one with him. The next one, we've also had a very high-ranking member of the Matrix team. We had a podcast with him last week, which we will be rolling out. And I can show you this now. We also had a guest last week, and when I show you this, it's going to give you a clue as to who that guest was. So we've got quite a lot of podcasts coming out, covering lots of different topics, and hopefully you're going to be enjoying them. So it's very much a work in progress, and I'm going to be sharing that journey with you over the next few weeks. It's been a very busy but exciting few weeks, and it's been a really big investment in my channel, where hopefully I'm going to be able to produce more content with better value, and I'm really hoping that you're going to enjoy the journey through this year. If you've got any ideas about the podcast guests you'd like us to feature and what kind of topics you want us to cover, then please pop them in the comments below. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and let me know if you've enjoyed this update, because it's something that I can do on a regular basis to let you know what we've been up to. So thanks for watching, and I really look forward to seeing you for some really exciting content through 2026. And the winner, who's won both bundles today, is Mr. Deacon. Top weight of £35 and biggest fish of £12.